Something strange is happening in our universe. Some people experience alternate memories of our reality.
You have heard enough lies. It is time to hear the truth.
Tibetan Buddhists will call them a tulpa, a thought form, using mind and energy to will consciousness into existence. I meditated on it. I willed it. What I wanted him to look like, what I wanted him to be, and why I wanted him. I think there must be spirits and souls floating all around us. And if you think real hard, or you want them so bad, and then they become alive with a life of their own.
He knows the truth.
Let's wake them up then, shall we?
In psychiatry, a confabulation is a memory disturbance defined as the production of fabricated, distorted, or misinterpreted memories about oneself or the world without the conscious intention to deceive. Individuals who confabulate present incorrect memories, ranging from subtle alterations to bizarre fabrications, and are generally very confident about their recollections despite the contradictory evidence. This type of confabulation is commonly seen in Korsakoff syndrome. Notable examples: the Mandela effect. An internet meme related to confabulation is the Mandela effect, a situation where a number of people have memories that are different from available evidence. The term was coined by paranormal enthusiast Fiona Broom, who says she and other people remember Nelson Mandela dying in the 1980s rather than in 2013. She argues that common memories which appear mistaken could be explained by the existence of parallel universes that are able to interact with each other.
Have you ever been involved in this type of quantum temporal rift event before?
A quantum what?
It's called arcing, a large pulse of psychic energy. What does this symbol mean? It's not a constellation. It's a mandala.
Mandala is like a spiritual labyrinth.
The egregore is an occult concept representing a thought form or collective group mind, an autonomous psychic entity made up of and influencing the thoughts of a group of people. The symbiotic relationship between an egregore and its group has been compared to the more recent non-occult concepts of the corporation as a legal entity and the meme. Contemporary usage of the egregore. Gaetan Delaforge in Gnosis magazine in 1987 defines an egregore as a kind of group mind which is created when people consciously come together for a common purpose. This could be evidence for the collective group mind supported by egregore. The word egregore derives from the Greek word egregore, meaning watchers, which also transliterates as Gregory. The Book of Enoch, one of those mysterious texts that got excised from the Hebrew Bible, tells the story of a race of watchers, or egregores, fallen angels that fathered the Nephilim. The 19th century occultist Eliphas Levi described these egregores as terrible beings that crush us without pity because they are unaware of our existence. Aleister Crowley, claimed to be the reincarnation of Levi, and he wrote about the egregores too, but Crowley altered the concept of the egregore, using the term to describe a magical thought form or collective group mind that transcends the individual identities of its members and can be said to have a will or existence of its own. A collective intelligence that transcends its individual members. Recognise this, and what I say unto you, I say unto all. Watch, to keep awake, that is, watch. Be vigilant, wake, watchful. The root, egiro, through the idea of collecting one's faculties. To waken, that is, rouse from sleep. Agora, from agiro, to gather. Properly, the town square, as a place of public resort. By implication, a market or thoroughfare, a marketplace or street, or perhaps even a mall.
This is not psychosis or some cognitive break, but an actual takeover of the mind.
Much of the public sculpture found in our cities is based on design seeded in the human mind.
Certain places have an energy that not only attracts people, but attracts events.
This all leads to Niantic.
I know that many tools will be needed to fight this battle.
You just have to know where to look and know what you're seeing.
Portals emit exotic matter into our world, and that matter has certain effects on our world.
I started noticing that there were energy fields, anomalies on Earth all around me.
A few of them exhibit properties that are as yet unexplained.
I know that there are others out there.
What if they're already among us, but we don't realize it?
And I must be prepared to work with them or fight them. They are coming.
Something's wrong out there in the world. This doesn't feel like a scientific study.
The one hope lies in understanding what happened at Niantic.
Not all mysteries are solvable, but the joy comes in the pursuit.
In chaos magic, beliefs are not seen as ends in themselves, but as tools for creating desired effects. To fully realise this is to face a terrible freedom in which nothing is true and everything is permitted. The Mandela effect, Pokemon Go, are all chaos rituals. The purpose of chaos rituals is to create beliefs by acting as though such beliefs were true. In chaos rituals, you fake it till you make it to obtain the power that a belief can provide. Our subconscious creativity and parapsychological powers are more than adequate to create or destroy any god or self or demon or other spiritual entity that we may choose to invest or disinvest belief in. Chaos magic appeals to those with a great deal of hubris and a fertile imagination, coupled with a strong suspicion that both reality and the human condition have a game-like quality. The game is open-ended and it plays itself for amusement. Players can make up their own rules to some extent and cheat by using parapsychology if desired. It takes only the acceptance of a single belief to make someone a chaos magician. It is the meta-belief that a belief is a tool for achieving effects. This effect is often far easier to observe in others than in oneself. It usually is quite easy to see how other people, and indeed entire cultures, are both enabled and disabled by the beliefs they hold. This also applies to what is called the truth movement. Are you really awake? Or are you just the victim of chaos magic?
Now is the time to wake up.
There was another question about privacy.
Yes, yeah, the U.S. privacy.
I will address that. I have written quite extensively about that. And one of the points I've made is that we've gone beyond questions of privacy to questions of control, the ability to actually control people with the technology. And another leading GIS insider, Pete Fisher, joined me in writing an article where we said that society has to consider a new form of slavery characterized by location control rather than the traditional concepts of ownership and so forth. And we coined a new phrase for it, geoslavery. And we've written extensively about how that works in society. And we see it playing out right now. You look at these court decisions right now about whether you have to have a warrant to track someone's location, but it gets beyond that when you can actually force them to go using the technology.